Luke Shaw is convincing Rice and Kane to come to Man United. I'm going to tell you how, because it's been a Carrington affair for the previous days after England beat which team? Montenegro by some good number of goals. I think it was 4-1. That's how the game really ended. Welcome to this channel. Smash the like button, comment and share. If you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. And now, after Luke Shaw convincing Kane and Rice to join Man United, we are really doing a little bit of Amad Diallo. Shocking news reported that United want to really include Amad Diallo into the deal to see to it that they get in Rasmus Hojlund. I don't know how true it is, but it really hits me deep to the spine, because I don't want Amad to leave. And even if it's a loan, again, I don't want to see him loaned in Italy, because Italy players and the level of the league doesn't match the level of the Prem and even the Championship, especially when it comes to physicality and to the intensity. And lastly, Pogba has gone ahead and revealed how it felt on his final return to Manchester United, how he left, and what he thinks about the club of Man United. So, Rokan David is my name. Let's see close to 300 likes. Smash on this video and let's get into the mode. But before we go on to that, let's subscribe, because we want to hit 14,000 subscribers before the end of this month. How do you subscribe? Lower right bottom corner is the place to be. Smash the black button that has the word subscribe. After smashing it, hit the notification bell that will enable you to get notified every time we upload a video onto this channel of ours. Now, let's do a little bit of how it started. And it started off with this photo that Luke Shaw posted on his Instagram, and then he had to appear in the pre-match press conference with the manager of England, that is Gareth Southgate, and the Guardian had lots of things to quote about the talk. Now, this is the photo that Luke Shaw posted onto his Instagram. He captioned Carrington Tour, Harry Kane at Declan Rice. Harry Kane with Luke Shaw, Declan Rice with Luke Shaw. It's all understood that Erik ten Hag wants both of these players. Harry Kane was our priority target this summer, as Ten Hag wants to get a world-class number 9 at Old Trafford. Then Luke Shaw is another one. Declan Rice is another one that Erik ten Hag is desperately crying to the board, or for the board, to get him that player, because he believes he's one of those that can play alongside Casemiro in that double pivot at Man United. Then, after that caption of Carrington Tour, it's really hard to make lots of circulations on different media platforms. And guess what? Luke Shaw was asked about what that caption was meant to mean to the public. And he said, "Yes, I was half joking, but it's a bit of both. I know they are both world-class players and I don't know what it's going at the clubs, but if it was down to me, I would take them in a heartbeat." That's what Luke Shaw said. Then he said, "I would love a few of them to join Man United. I'm not going to lie, I'm speaking to them, telling them how good Manchester is, because I know their qualities." So, Agent Luke Shaw trying to convince the players to come in and really play for the club of Man United. So, he went ahead and really said, "I know they are world-class players and they would be a massive help to us, but I can only say so much. It's up to the club and whether they decide, so we have to go there." So, as it stands, Luke Shaw, Declan Rice are the players that Erik ten Hag is wanting. And Mason Mount. That trio is really what Erik ten Hag wants at Man United. And I don't know what made him so get obsessed with English players like that, but it looks like him being into this league and giving it a lot of attention to detail, he has identified those 3 English players as so much important to the club of Man United. With United wanting to increase the base of the English best players, Ten Hag is going to have to identify those 3. For Mason Mount, a second bid is being prepared by Man United to Chelsea. Declan Rice, we are far off the transfer, as Arsenal made its first bid on Thursday. It was turned down by West Ham. That is it. And they are preparing a second bid. That the player is sold on an idea of not leaving London and he wants to play for Arsenal. Harry Kane, Spurs are playing hardball. They are really playing hardball, and they don't want to sell to the Premier League. And if at all they are to sell, they'll sell late in August. So as it stands, I don't see Declan Rice and Declan Rice and Harry Kane coming to Man United amidst the problems at Man United. Even if the money was available, I think Arsenal have been doing a lot of groundwork for Declan Rice, declaring him as their priority signing from January. Those are 5 months of them doing what we call concrete groundwork. The player is sold onto an idea to join Arsenal. Harry Kane, obviously, they are playing hardball, and Ten Hag wouldn't like to get in his world-class centre forward when you've already gone ahead to play Wolves, Burnley, and Spurs. He would love to see us in a very good position of having at least 3 players before he even go to the preseason, such that he integrates them into the team. So it's really alarming at Man United, but I'm liking the job that Luke Shaw is doing. I know he's a friend to Declan Rice. They're best friends with Mount, so that trio of Rice, Shaw, and Mount would do better at Man United. Harry Kane, who happens to be the captain of the England national team, has gotten all what he deserves to see to it that he needs a move, but he's not willing to push the move. He's not willing to push for the move. That's my problem with him, because if I told you a Harry Kane, you tell Daniel Levy, I'm not going to put pen to paper. That's it. Even if you don't sell me, I'm going to be a free agent next summer. That is it. So he needs to put up pressure and never say never in the transfers. Amid these reports coming in early last week that United have gone ahead to pull out of the Harry Kane deal, I really understand that it's a gimmick to see to it that maybe Harry Kane puts in a transfer request. All Spurs feel like they are not having options to go ahead and really do the needful, as the other only team that wanted Harry Kane is Real Madrid, and Real Madrid are seeing Kylian Mbappe available on the market and paying 120 million euros for Harry Kane. Yet there is a player who is just 24 years of age, Kylian Mbappe, the best in the world, available for 170 million euros. You'd rather get the 50 or 30, add it on the 120 that you are going to pay for Harry Kane, and you get in Kylian Mbappe. So looks like Spurs are not having options, as PSG also came in through and obviously held talks with Harry Kane. So we just can't wait and see how that is going to pan out, but it's been looking ugly for starters that we've not gotten those players that Ten Hag is really wanting. And I would love my manager to be backed. I mean, this me not sold on an idea of having Harry Kane and Declan Rice at Man United with Mason Mount. But if the manager wants those players, let us go ahead and really get him what he wants, because that's the best way we can really elevate United back to the days that we are really gloriful, you know? So let's do that, and let's wait and see how things are going to happen. But I don't see any big money move of like £100 million happening at Man United before the sale of the club. So let's wait and see how that is going to pan out. But Luke Shaw is doing his job and obviously convincing these players. Let me show you a little bit of Harry Kane. That is Harry Kane in the gym of Carrington, as they're going to play their game today at Old Trafford and finally go for the holiday. And I think when they go for the holiday, it's really going to be so much open that they're going to be focused onto their next moves. And Luke Shaw is talking to them, convincing them to join Manchester United. Now, one of the stories that never went well down into my memory lane is this one. Let me read it to you guys. This is Steve Bates via Give Me Sports. Ten Hag is willing to sanction a year-long move for Amad Diallo to return to Atalanta in a move to help seal a deal for Rasmus Hojlund. Now, I don't know how true this story is, but we react to the news that we find on credible blogs like Give Me Sports. So I really understand that Ten Hag is sold on an idea of getting in Rasmus Hojlund, but it's a deal that only has to be having money included in it, because even if you are to loan back Amad Diallo at Atalanta, that deal will be worth like 6 million euros. That's it. it won't occupy much. It won't occupy much onto the amount of money we're supposed to pay for Rasmus Hojlund. Now, Atalanta has gone ahead to call in for 80 million euros for Rasmus Hojlund, and they want 50 million euros up front and 30 million euros of add-ons. That's what they want. I think that's a deal worth doing, because you understand that each and every time we progress under Rasmus Hojlund, we pay back to Atalanta the amount of money indicated into the contract, like we are doing on Lisandro Martinez. I understand Amad Diallo is going to come, hit the ground running in the preseason, unless otherwise he gets an injury, But I really know that Amad Diallo is going to come up and obviously hit the ground running when it comes to the preseason. And Ten Hag is really going to change his mind. He's sold on an idea of really getting in a center forward like Rasmus Hojlund. But what has been put on the table is 50 million euros up front. That is like 40 million pounds. Why don't we pay that amount of money? Then we put on add-ons. Simple business, and I don't know why we are complicating things at Man United. Why don't we want to spend? If you want Rasmus Hojlund, let's pay 40 million pounds, and some other 20 million pounds of add-ons. Done deal. We are making things hard. These are simple things for us to execute, but you're making them look hard. That's one thing I hate about the board of Man United. They even make the simple look hard. These are simple things that are supposed to be done in a nick of time. The player wants to come to our team, and we are telling Atalanta that we are going to go ahead and really give you Amad Diallo on loan. Yet there are some other Premier League teams that are interested in Amad Diallo, the likes of Burnley, the likes of West Ham, and which other team? There are 3 teams interested in the services of Amad Diallo in the Premier League. Now, what is the essence of loaning Amad Diallo to Italy, yet there are Premier League teams that are really interested in him, and you really know that you are building this player to become one of the best assassins or threats in the Premier League? So that doesn't make sense to me, and it doesn't add up. And for that, 3 plus 3 equals 33. It's not 6. It does not add up to me in my calculations. So I really understand the situation at Man United. We don't have money, but we shouldn't sacrifice our young talent like we did on James Garner, and sold him to Everton at 15 million pounds. That's unacceptable. I don't really want to see that happen at the club of Man United. That's it. Let's do things that are really worth doing and not sacrifice players because of our stupid negotiations that we cannot go ahead at Atalanta and we negotiate a deal of Rasmus Hojlund out of the way. That is a very huge weakness that we are really having. And for your information, these are deals that we should be doing in a nick of time, That is it. In a flash of a second, this deal should be done. So, let's wait and see how that is going to pan out, but I really believe that Amad Diallo is going to come out and obviously show us the base that he deserves at United. And we look at Anthony, he's the only left forward right attack midfielder that we have. So we need another left player, and it's Amad Diallo who is going to come in front of it with the needful. I've seen people coming out and insinuating that it's not easy at Man United to come from the Championship and really do this. This boy was here and was doing magic at Man United before he was even loaned out. He was doing magic. So why not come back and do things that has been doing at Sunderland? I think he's going to come in through and obviously hit the ground running. So Pogba Pogba, he was talking to Views France, and this is what he had to say. I went back to Manchester United because I hadn't finished my job. I wanted to play with the first team. I did it, and it was a good achievement for me. We won, not the Premier League, but titles Manchester hadn't won in a long time. Paul Pogba. And then he said, I was quite surprised when I came back to England already with the transfer. They put a label on me. It was quite sad, but it's two clubs that I really like that made me grow. And I can only say thank you to these two clubs. That is Juventus and Man United. Now, Paul Pogba, very good player, talented, and all the problems that have gone ahead to limit his career to maximize his ceiling have been all about his inconsistency. You know, he can get you one game and obviously he look like the best midfielder in the world, but he cannot replicate that in the next 10 games. That is it. That is his problem. And he's an injury-prone player that his return to Juventus has seen him play close to 5 or 6 games. You know, in a season of close to 60 games, he has only played 6 of the club. Yet they're paying him huge amount of money. And I think Ten Hag got that decision right and told him, I don't want you at the club of Man United. But the board wanted to keep him because they had gone ahead to offer him a contract of £400,000 a week. Ten Hag said, no, I don't need that player. So, tell me your thoughts about Luke Shaw convincing Rice and Kane to join Man United. What do you make about it? And what do you think about Amad Diallo for Rasmus Hojlund? That is a swap, no? And what is running down into your mind concerning Pogba's words that we've gone ahead to bring to you concerning Man United? I sign out for now. See you later. Good morning. It's always nice having you on this channel, and it's always a blessing to really talk to you because I thank the Lord for the gift of life. So I cover you all in the precious blood of Jesus Christ. Muslim friends, may Allah protect you. Ciao, ciao.